Hi guys, I hope you're well. I wanted to do it really help without going on about all the stuff. So how to build Amazon sites and all that stuff. I want to talk more about the stuff behind it. I think that's the main thing. With all this stuff, you can learn how to build Amazon sites. You can learn how to build ClickBank sites. You can learn how to build an email list or your own products or AdSense or SEO or whatever you're doing. But behind it all is the same stuff, meaning the same stuff that you need to get results, because all of it that I've just mentioned won't happen unless you have like the really good foundation. So I want to speak about the foundation stuff, and one of the things that I want to give you that I've used successfully in my business is what I call the reset method. It's really simple. That's the first thing I wanted to tell you, that with all this stuff, okay, if you're trying to make money with Amazon affiliates, the number one thing that will help you first of all is to keep it really simple. You're just building a site, you're ranking it via SEO, and then you're looking at your results and you're going where the pages and the posts and the content is getting the most results. And to make it easier on yourself, you're doing more in that area that already has traction to get sales. But one of the things that will really help you, apart from keeping it really simple, working to a plan, is the reset method. And that's this: if you follow me for any amount of time, you know, I'm pretty sure of it, that if you were to work on your business, if you were to like literally starting tomorrow, you were to work, 3 hours a day, let's say 3 hours, and you were to produce 2 bits of content every day without fail, like clockwork, you most likely know that that's going to produce some form of result. I'm not saying you'd have a site making millions, but you'd have a site getting some traction and getting results. The reason that that doesn't happen is because of all the other stuff, life getting in the way. If you actually look at what you've done, myself included, I do this all the time. If you actually look at what you've done, you've got all your plans and so on, and it can get really frustrating. But when you look at what you've done coldly, okay, with no emotion, not like, oh, I've worked so hard, I mean, like literally write down on a bit of paper what you've actually produced, focus on what you've produced. So if you write down, I'll give you an example. In your head you might be going, oh, I've worked so hard and this is really getting me down, which is fine. But when you write down on paper what you've done, it might be a 10-page site. I'm not saying that's not a lot of work. I'm saying that when we look at what we've actually produced, it's always less than what we feel like in our heads. So one way to get back on track and really get sort of revitalized with this is, number one, we're coming up to the best time of year with Amazon. Pretty much any Amazon affiliate site, unless you've got like a niche, a season specific site, any site does better at Christmas. Okay, now is the time. If you start absolutely rocking now, by the time Christmas hits, I'm not just on about toys. I've got stuff coming up about toys later on, and that's more specific to Christmas. Works really well. Taking advantage of top movies and stuff that are just about to come out. But I'm on about any site. So you might have a site in exercise bikes, okay? Still do better at Christmas. Someone will get one for a Christmas present. So it makes it really easy. So you're coming up to the best time. You've also got a lot of time as well, because now's the time to start planning and getting going. And I want to tell you just this reset method, really simple. And it's this: just reset. What I'm asking you to do is all the pain and all the frustration and all the sort of where you've got this far, it can hold you back because you think, oh, I put all that work in that site and it didn't work. What I want you to do is keep it really simple. Get a plan today or tomorrow. And I'm not on about a big drawn out plan. I'm on about a few bullet points. How much do you want to make? How many sites do you need? And how many hours have you got to spend on this per week? Okay, and just break it down really simple. But when you're writing that plan, make sure that when you put your hours that you're going to spend, you're actually going to spend those hours. So here's a cool thing: if you put, I've got 2 hours to spend per week, which is nothing, okay, nothing at all. If you work for someone else, how many hours do they want? 40 hours full time at least, or 30 hours at least. But if you do write 2 hours per week, that's fine if you're producing. Okay, so what we're looking at is producing real stuff, not just learning this stuff and not just going over the same thing again and again. Let's get moving by using the reset method, and this is the thing that should hopefully invigorate you and get you going. This is the thing that will do it. look to the future, okay? Don't focus on the past. Look to the future. Look where you're going in 3 months' time. If you were to give this 100%, if I said to you honestly now, hand on heart, have you given this 100%? Well, every time I've asked myself that, it's always under 100. I don't know whether I could give 100. I try, but it's always like 60, 70, 80 at my very best times. And if you were to break it down, I'm not saying give 100% but go faster and stress yourself out, because you'll just end up in the same place. You just end up like a Tasmanian devil and falling over, okay? But calmly, write that plan. Spend time on that plan. Spend time picking the niches. Spend time picking the keywords. And then really, really go for it. Where could you be in 3 months? You would get some form of a result that you could build on, and that's all a business is. A business is just sales repeated, okay? Once you've got an Amazon affiliate site making money, you can move into a light niche. Like, what I mean by that is, say if you had a drone site, okay? You could do another site on racing drones, or you could do another site on action cameras, or if you had a gaming chair site, some of you saw the gaming chair site, you could go into gaming headsets or virtual reality headsets and so on. There's always, so you're going where you know how to make money and then building it up like that. So really, really keep it simple, ridiculously simple, almost so simple that you think, oh, this is so simple, I'm not being clever enough here. I guarantee you, if you keep things simple, if you move away from all of the, right, do I need to build a silo site, and do I need to use these LSI keywords, and do I need to have the menu system like that? It's easy to do because we get caught in the little things, okay? But if you just focus on the plan and focus on getting enough out there first before you start going granular, before you start going into the stuff, you'll notice your results boom. And most important thing, you'll be making money, and that money will boost your self-confidence and boost your appetite to do more, and then you can get granular. So I hope that helps you. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up if that resonated with you. And I just wanted to send you a Sunday message. That's how you get flying. I've got some stuff coming up that I'll tell you about next week that will help with that. And yeah, have a fantastic Sunday. I hope that helps. Just remember, this stuff is easy. And you might be like, what do you mean it's easy? But remember, the process that we're doing, it's us, myself included, that make it difficult. Okay? All the products and all the, right, you need to know this, and this is the ranking strategy. And I've been building SEO driven sites that rank pretty much the same way for 12 years, okay, at least. Yes, I've changed things, you know, with the changes of Google and the HTTPS and the sort of way sites are laid out, and from HTML to WordPress. I remember when WordPress wasn't even about. You had to use HTML, and you had to use doorway pages, and you had to use, people were using hidden text, and there's lots of changes. But fundamentally, the way you rank a site is good information, good interlinking, good keyword selection, and providing value, which is a really bad term. I know value, what does it mean? Answering people's needs, okay? That provides value. So if you type in, just really quickly before you go so I can qualify that, if you type in best London restaurants, and I have a site with every single London restaurant on it, and a full overview and photos of the restaurant inside and the food they serve and the menus and the ratings, and customers have come and left their ratings, and then I have like recommendations and nearby pubs and nearby hotels. That's what will rank a site. I know it's a lot of work, but I'm just giving you that. You don't have to go that mad with Amazon sites, but that's what ranks a site. There's no click button system that will boost you up. Otherwise, the companies that pay millions for SEO every year would just buy this software from JVZ. I'm not knocking it, okay? I'm just saying that the way to do it, if you just apply a bit of work to it and you do it the proper way, you'll notice your results boom, and you won't have to get caught up in all that stuff. Okay, so I hope that helps. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you're struggling with, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Have a brilliant weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.